Hey guys, Megan here. So I just wanted to wrap up my 30-day scale cleanse with everyone. Um, just to recap, I lost 240 pounds, and then COVID hit, and I kind of developed a bad habit being in quarantine at home more, and just being around the food at the house all day. I was weighing myself every single day. And it got to be a really bad habit because I was letting the scale dictate when I got treats and when I was rewarding myself with treats. And I was letting the scale kind of dictate my goals in life instead of just living life. So I did this 30-day scale cleanse. And what I've learned from it so far is that it is not good to weigh yourself every day. It drives you nuts. I just kind of refound myself, refound my purpose, refound my journey, which was really awesome. Actually, from doing this 30-day scale cleanse, I'm not doing any more weight loss coaching at all. I'm purely an accountability slash lifestyle behavioral change coach. If somebody's primary goal in life is weight loss, then I'm happy to refer you to somebody else who does coach weight loss, but I can't do that to myself anymore. It's just in life there's balance, and for those of us who suffer with eating disorders in the past and into the future, it can affect you. Just being around that kind of mindset where somebody is so focused on weight isn't healthy or positive for a lot of people who have gone through disordered eating before. So I'm removing that from my life. I feel so much happier since I made that decision, and it sounds like so crazy to say, like, from a 30-day scale cleanse I just completely want to stop coaching weight loss, but it's something I've really felt in my heart while doing this whole journey. Weight loss for me has always been about health, but it is very, very easy to get sucked into the vanity side and wanting to fit in and look like everyone else. And that was never what my journey was about. Like, something that I don't share with a lot of people is I still have body dysmorphia, even years from being this size, and it doesn't help because people in my hometown, they still talk to me about, like, my size and how big I used to be, and they're like, the other day my dad was like, it's still so weird seeing you this size. And it's just, for me, I don't want people to remember me for what I used to be. I want people to judge me for who I am now. And it's not good for me to stay in a mentality of then and now. I just want to look forward. And I got that from the scale cleanse. I did peak, and I admitted when I peaked. So I don't feel bad about it because this was my challenge to myself. It was my task that I wanted to complete for myself. 184 calories. Forgot to finish my workout. Um, anyways, so for the scale cleanse, I learned a lot. And I also remembered some things too. Like, when you tell me I can't do something, it makes me want to do it more. I was using a habit tracker to track my progress. I learned that I do not like to track multiple things. I'm really good at sticking to a habit once I have a habit. But if you tell me, like, when I'm trying to change something and you make it a negative, like, you can't get on the scale today, that just messes with me mentally, because it's all I can think about is getting on the scale because you told me not to do it, even if I'm the one who told myself I didn't want to do it. So I decided going forward, I'm not doing any more scale cleanses or telling myself I can't get on the scale, but I'm only scheduling my weigh-ins once a month going forward, to keep up with my maintenance. And if there's ever a time when I feel like I need to get on in between, then I'm gonna get on the scale, because the scale is a tool. It's not always bad, and it's not always good. It's not always a good tool depending on what you're trying to measure or track. For me, I think once a month is all I'm gonna need going forward. So I'm kind of excited to do that. Other things I learned from the scale challenge. I as much as I wanted to think that I was just really good about making good choices before the scale cleanse, it was more the scale making those choices for me. And I did overthink it a good bit at the beginning. And then towards the end, it was just kind of like, I kind of want this. I kind of want this. And it wasn't so much, some of my choices weren't as focused on my health so much as, I want this right now, so I'm going to eat it. So I learned about that too. Like I said, it was just really good for me to try it and see how it went. I'm glad I did it. I feel great about it. I did gain some weight, which is to be expected, but I kind of like where I gained the weight because I kind of, I've been working out again since I started my scale cleanse. I started doing my harder workouts and I've been putting on a lot of muscle and I'm like super happy about that. I'm not saying I gained a ton of muscle in 30 days, but I definitely feel a difference. I feel good. I feel healthier mentally and physically at the weight I am now than when I started, which is kind of not so shocking to me because sometimes I think when you get on the scale and you see a number that you're happy with, it makes you like temporarily think that you feel good in your head because you're like, look at me, I'm down to whatever weight. And in reality, it's maybe your body is, you're still suffering from inflation or you have other medical issues going on, but you're just happy because you saw that number on the scale. For me, without having the scale, I've been able to judge like how I'm feeling each day as I've went along. And I know like I definitely have more energy since I've been eating more. And I definitely feel like motivated to do more stuff since my weight went up doing this. So I think even though my head tells me I want to be a certain weight, that really this is more actually a healthier weight for me because I still ate a ton of vegetables. I treated myself a little bit more, but I did all my healthy habits. It is a little bit more difficult for me to moderate when I don't have the scale, I guess, is the best way to put it. Because of my disordered eating, once you get a taste of something, you're never really full or satisfied with it. So it's easy to go back for seconds or think you want more or say you're still hungry when really you're enjoying it and you want to keep going because you like it so much. So that's something that I'm still working on with myself. But it's been a fun 30-day scale cleanse. And I would love to hear how a 30-day scale cleanse went from you. Did you learn anything from it? Has it made any positive or negative impacts in your own life since you ditched the scale? Let me know. I would love to hear about it. Going forward in March, I'm actually going to be reworking my own coaching program. So I'm going to be sharing about that in my free Loving Myself to Better Health community, just a few chapters in March of my coaching plan and putting links to some good resources for additional research. So if you haven't gotten my book, it is available on Amazon. There is a link in my bio, but that is what I'm going to be doing in my Loving Myself and Better Health community in March, is just picking a chapter each week to work through with everybody and doing it myself, doing my own plan that I've done with everyone else. It's not something that you just do one time and you're automatically done. It's something that I continue even to this day to still refresh and remember when I need it. So I think March is a good month to get into that. So I'm looking forward to that. If you're not in my Loving Myself to Better Health community, it is free. I hope you join me. I am going to post the chapters from my book that I'm going to be doing each week for you guys to do it along with me, even if you haven't bought the book. But there are 30 different chapters, 30 different units from my coaching plans that I've done written when I was working on myself and when I've been helping coach others. So feel free to check that out if you'd like. And if you do have the book and you want to go along with the Loving Myself to Better Health community this March while we work through some of those chapters, please feel free to jump in and join us. And other than that, that's all I got for the scale cleanse. I'm looking forward to March and having another great month. I hope to hear from you guys. Let me know how everything's going on your end, and talk to you later.